Okay, Black Box Radio. We have Taurus Barksdale. He's been with us, so say hi to the people, Taurus.
Hey, how you doing, everyone?
All right, so tell the people what you do professionally so we can kind of unpack how this virus has affected that.
Taurus Barksdale. I'm a candidate for Baltimore City Council District 6. I resigned my job as a paralegal, so professionally, I guess I'm campaigning right now.
Okay, but you're doing more. You are feeding the masses.
Yeah.
Tell the people about that.
Yeah, so since this COVID-19 has started, I've partnered with a lot of different community organizations, a lot of different food groups. And since April 1st, the organization has fed over 10,000 individuals. That organization happens to be Mira's Kitchen. I've connected with them, and I started connecting with them, I believe, in April 1. So since I've been connecting with them, we've been doing meals every day, except for Sunday since April 1st.
Amazing. And these are hot meals. And I've seen them. They're chicken and vegan. Am I correct?
Yeah. So chicken meals, I get about 300 meals every day. Except for Sunday, chicken meals, chicken, rice, broccoli. They mix it up now. And also, a lot of people don't eat meat. They have the vegan option as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And so, okay. So April 1st. So because you're campaigning, and I know campaigning has changed. COVID-19 has changed all of our normals. So you have to be a little more creative with campaigning.
Right.
What made you get into the food distributorship? You just saw a need? I mean, what was it?
Well, it was the need, and also I have, the means to, get it back to the community. I'm also a mover. So, I have the trucks to, load up items and, bring it right back to the community. I'm in the 21215 as part of District 6, and that area has seen the highest number of COVID-19 cases.
Yep.
So I thought it was really, and also 21215 is also an area, an impoverished area in some areas, such as Park Heights, where I, frequent the most. And it's a lot of food deserts in that area. So I knew the need, to get people food. And it would also, it slowed down some, with how scared people was. But a lot of our senior citizens were just scared to, even come out the house.
So you go straight to them. I've seen you go.
Yeah. So I'm on a schedule where when I get the meals every day, I'm at a different senior citizen building throughout the district. Amazing. So yeah, every day of the week, I'm at a different senior citizen building. I also included some apartments as well to the mix.
Amazing. And I know the people are so grateful, especially the elderly.
Yeah, the people are so grateful. And also I partner with different community organizations to also get large care packages. And sometimes, I take those care packages. Sometimes I go to a supermarket, and just wait outside the market for people, that's, about to spend money. Whereas though you can get a care package and save your money, and it'll last you a week and a half.
Oh, that's amazing. And the care packages are like products. I mean, what's in the care package?
The care packages, it's enough food to hold someone at least a week and a half. It has meat products, bread, candy, vegetables, fruit, things of that nature. I had an interesting story where one of my seniors that live in my district, I just happened to randomly go past our house, and I had, a care package on me, and she opened the door, and she come to find out she hadn't eaten in 2 days. Oh. So yeah, that was really, that really struck a nerve, because it made me think of, how many other seniors are, just not eating as often as they should, daily. So I was able to give her a care package that day. She was very happy. And, I need to speaking on that, I definitely need to go check up on her again.
And that's been part of this COVID-19, like with our seniors, and not having the shelter in place. So they don't come out. And some people don't even know they're in there.
Right.
It's really, it's for their safety, but it's to their detriment in a lot of ways also.
Yeah. And, the city government, they provided a hotline for senior citizens to call if they needed food or any type of resources like that. But a lot of seniors, are not aware of that hotline to call. So what I've been doing, as I'm in the community, just spreading that message, providing that information to, actually get food brought directly to your home.
Yeah. I know we have like a public, when there's emergency, the horn comes on, the public address system, or we have, right. I don't know why they're not using that for some of the messaging. I know that it's scary because it's really loud.
Yeah.
But I wonder, because a lot of people don't know. I mean, I put on Black Box's page, like the food giveaways and stuff, like Be More Children that the mayor is doing and all of the ones that they're posting. But it's a lot of things that people can't even get to. A lot of this stuff is drive-through. People don't have cars. So you need warriors like you out bringing it to the community because these people be hungry. Let me ask a question since you're campaigning. The way that the city is addressing the needs of the city, do you think it's appropriate in this time? Are you happy with the response?
I'm happy with the food. I believe there's certainly enough food for everyone to get food. I'm happy with the food, but as far as the education on the importance of the COVID-19 and also just the testing availability or even trying to get a test is not really, I'm not really happy with that because there's a lot of hoops you have to go through just to get tested.
You'll be almost dead, bro. It's unfortunate. You got to have advanced symptoms to get a test. So I get what you're saying. That is an actual problem. But another thing I wanted to ask you about, they said the drive-through testing would be at Pimlico.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, that's drive-through.
Right.
That's a problem. And why out in that part of the city, do you think that would be, are they still doing that? Or, because I haven't heard any more about it.
I believe even with the drive-through testing, you have to get like a doctor's note first.
Yeah, you do. You have to get a doctor's note. Yes.
Yeah. So I believe that's even problematic for individuals because, a lot of people, simply don't even have a primary care doctor. And a lot of people, don't even want to go to the hospital in fear. You might think you got it, but you might not. You might think you got it, but at the same time, you might not know for sure. And then the hospital, you're taking a risk. You might think you're taking a risk just going to the hospital as opposed to, you think you got it and just getting tested. So, you have to actually get seen by a doctor first. So that could be very problematic as well.
And really, I don't understand that requirement because now you put people in detriment. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to go into a place and see a doctor. So you're exposing everyone there.
Right.
Leave out of there and go somewhere else to expose another group.
Right.
Is that, to me, very nonsensical. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
But when we're not thinking and we're just responding, this is the type of stuff that, comes about.
Right.
And also I saw you, and you're very hard on this. You're not playing with the trash pickup. Mm-hmm. They're not cutting no grass up in Baltimore City. I mean, the grass on Loch Raven is high as me, bruh.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So I'm like, what is going on with city services?
Yep. So even with that, the mayor, he had stopped the landscaping contract.
Mm-hmm.
He stopped it 2 weeks ago. I didn't understand, why you would stop a contract, in the middle of spring. This is where the grass, this is the time of the year when the grass grows the quickest. We get all this rain. And for him to just stop that contract, I didn't understand it. And then 2 weeks later, he awarded that same contractor the contract. So he just, this past Wednesday at the Board of Estimates meeting, he re-awarded that contract to that same contractor.
You kidding?
So, yeah, the same contractor, got that same contract. And I thought, it was an opportunity to possibly,
what about the squeegee boys?
Yeah, employ all these people we see on our streets. I thought it would be an opportunity for them, but, the mayor, he, just awarded I don't understand. You stopped the contract just to reward the same people again. So, yeah. So hopefully
maybe he didn't think the grass would grow. Maybe he thought, like he said, if it's cold, the killers wouldn't come out. Remember?
Yeah. So I saw a lot of landscapers cutting grass today. So, I guess they're back to, starting that business again. But, I just really thought that was a good opportunity to provide employment for a lot of these, people we see on the streets.
Really? That is, you have to be forward thinking and creative to think like that.
Yeah.
And I think that what you're saying is because I remember Kimberly Trueheart, she went out and certified all those young men.
Yep. Yep.
And they're still not working. Who does that make sense?
Yep.
We got to make better decisions sometimes. And not only because of it's a campaign season and not only because we feel pressured, but we need to make humane, well thought out decisions, and we're not making them.
Yeah, definitely.
We're not making. And you also are speaking out on the murders that is still happening in your community and in Baltimore.
Yeah. So even, during this pandemic, nothing has really slowed down because, on our streets, on our corners, it's still the same business as usual. Even through a pandemic, we still see a lot of unemployed individuals just being outside because that's just simply the way, they eat to be outside. So, just no action has been taken. And, we still see the same issues over and over. In my district, there has been, I believe, 5 murders within the past 2 months, multiple shootings, just the same things over and over. And, really, we're not taking no type of action.
It's so scary. And then not only that, you told the people who are out here, like, listen, if you're not doing something like murdering somebody, we're not going to touch you.
Yeah.
So we're going to let you do everything else. And not to say we do have to make sure that our public servants are safe. I totally understand police cannot stop everyone. But they were sitting watching the drug dealers before COVID-19.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, certainly. And, even COVID-19, nothing is, we see large groups, on our corners. You go to Penn North and it's been the same. It doesn't even look like we're going through a pandemic down there, how close everyone is,
When I tell you Penn North look like it's a Greyhound station.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable the amount of people are outside in Penn North. But I don't know.
Yes, that's also what I've been doing. I had a lot of people donate to me some face masks, some rewashable face masks. I believe I got about 100, and that's still not enough. In the neighborhood, when I see people on the streets just walking around without a mask, I just give them, a rewashable mask that they could keep wearing. They can wash it. Those masks are not the best, but it's something that's better than nothing.
Absolutely. Prevention. A lot of cure, but that's excellent. I mean, we can talk about the ills in Baltimore City at this point, over and over and over. But you've presented to be. You came on the show before, and you impressed me. I walked you down. Let's bring the people back. I walked you down because you impressed me from when you first started, and to see how you continued and you're doing more. You're like a warrior in the community. District, you're in district. What's your district 6?
District 6, yes.
I'm going to say for District 6, y'all better look at bbR, Taurus Barksdale. He is doing it. Complete leader. I see it. You guys, because they can only vote for you. So I'm just putting it out there. We're neutral, but I see your work.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's move on to like personal, because you have small kids, small children. And a family. So how's this affected like your children? They have to be in the house. I see them out with you a few times. So how's that affected, COVID-19 affected your family?
Well, I think my kids have been affected the same way. A lot of Baltimore City kids have been affected, in which even the access to, interacting with your school, your teachers, a lot of that access has been limited, even just learning. My kids, they did the virtual learning, but so many different schools and classes are trying to log on at the same time. It could be very slow, that the app that they use. So, it's something that we were not prepared for, something we should be prepared for in the future. But I've experienced it, just as a parent trying to log my child onto, the online learning, and very slow. And sometimes it could pause a lot. It's very distracting, but it's just something the kids will have to get used to. Yeah, we definitely, need to work through this, figure out a good solution, because what I did see is that the Baltimore City Council, they passed legislation, whereas though all the kids of Baltimore City will be provided digital devices. But just
You
because
saw
you
the
have
money that they gave up. It's like $3 million.
$3 million to get that,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe another 6 million to for the food. But
Amazing.
also with digital devices, that doesn't necessarily ensure you have internet. Even
You
when you
bet.
do, yeah, and even when you do have internet, the problems that I saw with that is still the very slow. It could be slow, the online learning because so many different schools and classes are on at the same time. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And because this has never happened before, or we didn't prepare, now we're in this pandemic, and we're patching everything. We're passing legislation for money during the pandemic for things that we should have done before. And we
Right.
can't keep talking about what we should have done, but I hope we structured this whereas we can go forward.
Yeah.
But I hope we also look at children need socialization. That's all they have.
Right.
So they do need school, but they do need to be introduced to technology on a normal basis. So the world is technological. So we got to make this seamless for all of our children. And if we don't, our future is not as bleak.
Yeah.
And so that's where we are. And we're just, we just need new leadership. Jacko, you my boy, but guess what? Jacko got to go.
Yeah.
And we need, and not just him. I mean, because he wasn't elected there. He was I guess, graduated to that because of our prior problems. But I just think that how we've gone about Baltimore City and the needs of our children and the needs of our communities, which is bigger than anything, has been very lackluster. And these politicians have been in place for 20 and 30 years. I mean, they're not new. Jacko's not new.
Right.
The president's not new. These folks have been there for a while, and these neighborhoods have disintegrated. Our education is still at the same place. Our education is outdated. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Schools don't have the appropriate air and heat. I mean, it's crazy, bruh.
Yeah.
I don't know. So when we come out of this, Taurus, what's your first thing you're going to do? You're going to be a city council person.
Yeah, the first thing I want to do is help individuals find employment, because that's going to be the biggest hurdle, after we get out of this, just getting, back in the work sector. But as this pandemic has been going on, there are still several jobs that have been hiring. And through my platform, I'm also a job recruiter. So through my platform on Instagram, Baltimore Jobs, I'm also helping a lot of people, gain employment. So jobs such as FedEx is hiring, the Baltimore County Police, the call center, when you call, not the dispatchers, they're hiring dispatchers. So it's been a lot of jobs that's, been hiring during the pandemic. And what I want to do, after all of this is over, is just help people get back on their feet, because if we're not helping people get back on their feet, people are going to be down for a long time. So, just helping people get, back reemployed after this is all over, I think is going to be very important.
But you got to tell people about your platform because it's so innovative. Please talk about that again.
So, my platform is, quality education. I want to fight for, jobs, also job training programs, apprenticeships, bringing that back into the schools, which I think is very important, because especially in our police department, we need new generational leaders that come directly from Baltimore City. And we complain a lot about officers not coming from Baltimore City. So we should have apprenticeships directly in our high schools, recruiting new cadets for Baltimore City. For Baltimore City that come from Baltimore City. So, just different advocating for different things within our school system that we really need. And jobs and resources, just as I was saying, just providing people with jobs and access to resources, because Baltimore City has a lot of resources and just the people don't know about it. So just getting the word out there, we need to push for that more. And also part of my platform is cleaner communities. What I want to do is a monthly community cleanup in the district, keep our streets clean, keep our alleys clean, keep the district clean, and And I think just cleaner community, that's also, cleaning our minds, cleaning our spirits. Because we have to change the culture of Baltimore City, because the culture we're in, we have too many people that just don't care about our city. We need to bring pride back into our communities. So, with all of that, that's just, really, really what I want to do, as a city council. I just want to help people. And
amazing. And I'm glad you said about your political platform, but also your platform on IG is so important, especially at this point with jobs. That's why I was, please tell people.
So my Instagram platform is called Baltimore Jobs. It's I'm a recruiter. It makes me a job recruiter. So I recruit for jobs. I recruit for GED programs. I also recruit for job training programs. So through that platform, I put jobs on, I blast the jobs on there, and so many people, that's the access. They get the access to the jobs that are hiring, because some people, like even during this pandemic, a lot of people simply do not know where they can get a job. So, just blasting jobs. I also created like a small platform where we help people with their resumes. So I found out, just by having this job platform, that a lot of people just don't have adequate resumes to get hired. So helping people with their resumes, their cover letters, so that they could have something professional to give to a job. And that's really step one to even getting hired, just having a good resume. So we help people, with resume writing, different things of that nature. So I've been partnering with the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, Enoch Pratt Library. So even before this COVID-19 has started, I had a big job resource fair that I was going to do for Park Heights.
Oh, but, wow.
That kind of got, we had to cancel it, due to this COVID-19, but that's really something. As soon as everything clears up, I would love to have, a job resource fair just to get people, back into the, back into the workforce, just back working again. Because after this is over with, so many people are going to be unemployed for 2 months, 3 months, maybe 4 months.
That's true.
Getting people back into that mode again, just to work. So that would be step one after this is over with.
That's a great goal. And when you do that job fair, we would definitely like to put it out there and be present. That's amazing.
Okay.
Because the more that we have to market, and folks just need options and access. Yeah. And no one's going to give it to us, bro. So you're doing amazing things by providing that access. So for the people, I say thank you, because they need that. We definitely need that. So we're at the part of the interview with the last will and testament. And you know about this because you've done it before. So it's your jewel. So I want you to leave something with the people that's inspirational, at this point. So we need Taurus Barksdale's jewel.
Tough times don't last, but tough people do. That's an old saying.
Yes, sir.
We got to stay tough. We got to just keep fighting. This is only for temporary. We still have to prepare for the future. So I believe at this time is a perfect opportunity for people to be thinking of ideas, mastering a craft. This is the perfect time to, be doing something with your time, because right now all we have is time. A lot of free time. So I would tell anybody, take advantage of all the free time you have, just stay positive and stay focused.
Be creative, take time, stay focused. Awesome. G?
Taurus, thanks for joining us once again. It's always great to hear all the wonderful things that you are doing in the community.
Yes.
You're really an inspirational young man, and I see a lot of great things for you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Once again, thanks for having me.
So if you've enjoyed this conversation, you can find all the voices of the Rona Report at blackboxradio.com. That's BLAKBOXXRADIO.com. You can also find Black Box Radio on Facebook and Instagram at Black Box Radio, and on Twitter at Box Black. That's BOXXBLAK. And if you've heard this message and enjoyed it, please share it with your friends and family. These messages are being suppressed on social media platforms. So it's important that everyone has a chance to hear these voices. So send them a text, send them an email so that these voices can be heard.
All right. We're in that Rona Report, and we just spoke with Taurus Barksdale, the city council representative for District 6. I'm saying it. You're going to be the city council rep, because you're amazing. So we really appreciate you, Taurus. Thanks for your input tonight.
Thank you.
It's 5/8/20. This is the Rona Report. This is Black Box Radio. We're out. Peace.